313watkins.com. Streaming on Roku.
Welcome back to the Highland Park Spotlight. I'm your host, Keisha B, and I am sitting here with a dear friend, Karan Wilkerson Sr.
We saw in the family structure in them what looked to be a little bit different than what we grew up seeing. Yeah. And he helped us in a lot of different ways. Just taught me about being a good family man, being a good father, and not by all of our conversations, but more so by example.
That's awesome, because I know that you do a lot of work. You have Rock Local, right?
Rock Local Entertainment Cafe.
Yep. So it's a lot of the stuff that you've actually experienced when you were growing up. Is that what you're trying to do through your organization at Rock Local?
So I found early on that I have a passion for helping people realize their gifts and being able to do that in a safe space. Somebody had faith in me to tap me on my shoulder to get me involved in music when I was around 19 or 20 years old. And I saw that as an opportunity to be impactful and to create a space for people to, again, be creative, have a safe space, and to, while we're doing all of those things, just learn some good life lessons. And whether or not that's what they saw it as when they came into it, that always has been my intention.
That's amazing. So you have Rock Local, but you've also partnered with Highland Parker Pride, correct? Awesome.
Absolutely.
So how long have you been with them?
So a little over, I'm gonna say right around 2 years now, a little over 2 years now.
Okay.
Yep.
So for those who's not familiar with Parker Pride, right? Because there's not everybody may,
Right.
may, because
Absolutely.
Parker Pride has made a huge impact within the city already.
Absolutely.
But let's just say there is somebody who is not familiar with Parker Pride. Could you talk about the organization, like the mission, and then the role that you personally serve?
Absolutely. So I'm going to start by just reading our mission. And I want to read it because I don't want to get it wrong. But Parker Pride Foundation is committed to restoring the mental, physical, and social well-being of Highland Park residents by creating meaningful community experiences, revitalizing historic traditions, and fostering environments where families, youth, and seniors can thrive together. So some of the events that we do the Michigan Week Parade, which is a staple. It's a rock that's been around Highland Park for a long time. I mentioned I stayed on Massachusetts for a while, and I stayed the second house off of Oakland. So when they did the procession lineup, it was right down there on Oakland, and I just remember just the nostalgia of everybody coming to our house to get water and Kool-Aid and ice and things of that nature. It was just a huge community event. It felt more like a big family reunion in the city. So that's one of the events that we do. We also do the Christmas festival in December, where we partner with the city, and when they do the Christmas tree lighting, we give out a bunch of free toys to the kids, entertainment, just fun, just bringing life and enjoyment to the city. I think one of the most underrated things that a city needs that's not spoken about a lot is community morale.
Yeah.
Boosting the morale of our citizens, just our social well-being is very important to how we view our city, to how we act out about how we feel about our city. If you feel good inside about your city, you will do things better on the outside for your city.
Absolutely. So what inspired you to actually get involved with this nonprofit, and then what keeps you committed week to week?
Absolutely. So what got me inspired to get involved is I spoke about our great educators in Highland Park, Miss Mims. She was one of my teachers over at Liberty for the short stint that I had over at Liberty, and she in that short period of time, again, the way that our teachers cared, you felt it and you knew that it was genuine. And so Miss Mims and I have kept our relationship throughout all of these years, and I volunteered to help at the parade the year prior to me becoming a member of Parker Pride, and so she tapped me on my shoulder and said, "Hey, Karan, I spoke to the group and wanted to see if you wanted to be a part of the organization." She could have asked me to almost do anything, and I would have joined. But just knowing that this organization was so powerful and impactful on the city and what we're doing, and also in alignment with the things that I love to do, it was very easy for me to say yes.
All right. So the Michigan, you brought up the Michigan Week Parade, and I kind of want to hit on that a little bit.
Okay.
So we know that dated back to, I think, 1950, between somewhere the 1950, 1954, somewhere around there, which is a celebration of the state's history.
Yes.
Right. What does it mean to you, to your organization, to bring and to have and to keep the Michigan Week Parade here? And from my understanding, it is coming up, which is Saturday, this Saturday,
yep,
the 16th.
Yep.
But I don't think the Michigan Week Parade is happening in any other city in the state, right?
No, so that's why it's important for us to hold on to this tradition. The Michigan Week in itself is important. It was originated as a governor event for the cities to show pride of Michigan. I just remember drawing the robin and the state tree and the state bird, just doing all of those things for the competition and everything. And knowing the history of Michigan is important, and these type of events gives us reason to continue to keep up on our education, keep up on our history, because these things can be easily forgotten, and you'll end up in Michigan for 20, 25 years and not realize the beauty of it.
Yeah. So for those residents who have never participated in the parade, who maybe just moved into the city, might be coming through the city, right? What can people expect? What is it that people can be excited about? What's going to draw them to this parade?
Well, look, this year the parade is going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. We have a drum line. The Pistons drum line actually is coming to play for us, and they're the national drum line for NASCAR, Pistons, some other major sports leagues, and they're coming to perform and really put on the show for us. We have Chandler Park Academy's band coming. I think they got like a 75-piece band. 3 other schools who bringing their bands, who large bands. We have Coco from WGLB. She's going to be our grand marshal. She's going to be coming and bringing all the energy. It's just going to be an exciting time. And then at the end of the procession, we're going to have bouncies, laser tag. We're going to create a little carnival feel for the kids. We're going to have a big stage entertainment for the adults to just enjoy themselves. We have vendor tables. We'll have free food. We'll have all types of things for the community just to come in and just enjoy and feel that old spirit of Michigan Week Parade that we used to have back in the day.
Man,
I'm sorry. I'm just excited about it right now. It's going to be a fun time Saturday. I'm sorry.
No. That's good, because I want other people to be excited too, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Because Highland Park is the only city in the state that's still doing the Michigan Week Parade.
That's right.
And I don't know how y'all got Detroit Pistons to come out.
Man, listen.
The drum line for the Detroit Pistons. That's awesome.
He's a Highland Parker. The guy who has
really?
it, the guy who has it, Antonio King, he's an original Highland Parker, and he wants to give back to the city. And we need anybody who's from this city. We don't care where you stay at right now. If you want to come back and give a talent back to the city, please come back. If you can sing, dance, tap, or whatever you can do, and you want to come to the parade and give some talents, we welcome it.
That's awesome. So the parade starts at what time?
The parade starts at 12 o'clock.
Okay.
Procession is we're gonna line up down Manchester this time, so we're going backwards this year.
Okay.
Previous years we've gone from Elmhurst and went down to the recreation center down in Picketfield. This year we're going to start at Manchester and we're going to go backwards towards Elmhurst.
Okay.
Okay. And it's going to be from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. The fun and festivities will be from 1 to 4.
Oh, so the parade is from
12 to 1.
12 to 1. Yep. So about an hour to get down the street.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We're gonna walk slow and have fun. We're gonna be entertaining y'all.
And then from 1 to 4 is when everything else.
Yes.
Okay, so I heard free food. So I like to eat. I don't know about anybody else, but
Yeah.
I'm a foodie. So you said free food. So I can. Is it food trucks or who barbecuing?
Yep.
Who on the grill?
We have a
That's
food
what I need to know.
We have a food truck that'll be out there passing out free food. We also obviously free hot dogs, chips, water, drinks for the kids. We looking to have a slushy machine, popcorn machine. So yeah, we trying to make this an event. We know we want Highland Park to look like Highland Park feel.
Okay. All right.
That's right.
So if someone wants to, is it too late for people that may want to participate in the
Absolutely
parade?
not. If you want to participate, volunteer, even just be a part of the parade, you can reach out to Miss Anita George or Sydney Spite. My Facebook information will be included in here somewhere. So if you don't know how to get in touch with either one of those people, you can definitely hit me on my Facebook and I'll guide you in the right direction. Or you can reach out to Miss Lakeisha and she'll guide you in the right direction also. But yes, but we definitely we need more volunteers. We need more volunteers, and volunteering, I always say, can sometimes just be standing around looking and being eyes and ears. Nothing strenuous. Any way you want to get involved, it's not too late. Just give us a call.
Okay. So you mentioned that Coco is going to be the Grand Marshal, right?
Yeah.
So what was that process like? Because Coco, she has like this huge notoriety. Everybody knows who Coco is because she's been on the radio forever.
Yeah.
And she's one heck of a comedian.
Yeah,
so how did y'all pull her?
You know what? I think it's class relationships.
Okay, all right.
Class relationship. So no, I believe her and Sydney has a relationship. May have went to school together.
Okay.
Coco is a Highland Parker. Coco is from Coco is a Highland Parker. She's from here, as a matter of fact.
All right.
One of the streets that I grew up while I frequented is on Moss.
Okay.
She grew up on Moss, and I used to play right next door to her. So yeah. So
Wow.
yes.
All right.
The history is
Highland
deep.
Parker's coming out the woodwork.
Highland Park is showing up for Highland Park.
That's what's up. That's the beauty of it all, right? Yeah. So Michigan Week Parade is coming this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So lining up Manchester and Hamilton. So if you want, so those that want to line up and participate, what time should they be there?
All right, so you can't. So I encourage you to reach out to us first if you want to line up to participate, because there are waivers that needs to be filled out in order to be a participant, and order, just procession order. So there's some things that we need to take care of on the back end to make sure that we can do that smoothly. But just reach out to us, and I'm sure we can make that happen if we can talk to you before Saturday. But volunteering, you can show up on the day of.
All right. So if you want to volunteer, you can show up on the day of. But if you want to participate in the actual parade, you got to get approval and sign these waivers. Okay.
That's right.
So I'm excited.
I am too.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see just the magnitude of this, right? Because I've seen some of the previous years, but to your point, like, I feel like this one is going to be like massive in a way, right?
The energy is going to be crazy.
Yeah. So if you in Highland Park, okay, if you're not in Highland Park, we still need you to come out this Saturday from 12 to 4. I'm gonna just say 12 to 4.
That's right.
Because
it's a whole
the
party.
parade is from 12 to 1, and then the 1 to 4 is all the other stuff, right?
That's right.
So you said there's free food.
That's correct. Free food.
Now, is it, because I saw Gleaners? Is it Gleaners or who? Forgotten Harvest.
Forgotten Harvest. Oh, so you know what? I can't forget about that part. So we're having a food giveaway. The morning of the Michigan Week Parade, it starts at 9:00 on the corner of Cortland and Hamilton. Forgotten Harvest is leading that, so thank you for that. They're providing food for our residents and anybody who wants to come by and pick up some food. And listen, anybody is welcomed. All right, it's tough times out here. Gas is $5 a gallon.
Tell me about it.
I am not. I need strawberries, potatoes. Listen. Come out and get some of this food, y'all. We here for the community.
Okay. So when it comes to doing parades, right, it takes a lot of coordination.
man.
It's not easy to put on a parade. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of people, a lot of different personalities, a lot of problems that can arise, and a lot of good things that can come out of it too.
Absolutely.
Right? So can you share what the planning process looked like behind the scenes, and who some of the key partners and sponsors who kind of made all of this possible for this Saturday?
Absolutely. So the planning process, we normally start the planning process in January, to just getting the wheels turning. And we have an exceptional team. Sydney Spike, Anita George, who leads us, Bobby, Brenda, Rudy, Sonia, myself, and all of us have our own equal special gifts that we do and that we bring to the organization. I like to give a big shout out to Miss George and Miss Mims for their consistent diligence. They are on this thing almost every single day, meeting with one another, meeting up at the rec center, making sure that things are in order, talking to the different vendors, talking to the different organizers and stuff like that. Insurance, it's just so many different small moving parts on the back end that gets taken care of. Sydney Spike, man, he raises the money to make this happen. So none of this happens without the funds to make this happen. Things cost to do it. And so Sydney Spike, he goes out there and he's a heck of a fundraiser, but we can still use some extra dollars. So if y'all know anybody out there willing to give to the cause, send them to Sydney Spike. Partners, Highland Park, we've partnered with the city of Highland Park on this for several years, and they've been a wonderful partner, making sure that we've had the security, the space, the logistics and everything in order. Rehab Highland Park has been an important partner alongside of us throughout this process. They are a committed partner. Not only do they commit themselves financially, but they commit themselves just helping out, volunteering wise. But yeah, it's Troy's Towing. I don't want to forget anybody, but we have several sponsors who show up every single year for every event, year in and year out. So it takes a village. When they say it takes a village, it literally takes a village to put something like this together. We are looking to make it bigger and better, hopefully a larger carnival, and it's going to take more sponsors and more effort. So
okay, so I'm gonna hit on that.
Okay,
because you mentioned something bigger and better. So what's your vision for next year? Because you said that you start planning in January, but also that doesn't mean that the thoughts and the ideology behind it all don't start till January. But you start thinking about the new things and how to innovate and turn this into something massive. So what's something that you would like to see as far as the Michigan Week Parade?
I would like to see us back on Woodward.
Ooh, okay.
I would like to see us back on Woodward, and I would like to see that happen in a timely fashion. It don't have to be rushed. We need to plan to get there, and that may be bigger than just PPF. It may take other organizations to join forces with us. Okay. So my vision is for more of us to collectively come together and make this thing big enough to where it warrants being on Woodward.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the ultimate goal. But for next year, if I just want to talk about next year, that I can definitively speak to, I want the entertainment side of next year to be massive. I want games, entertainment, and entertainers from Highland Park from years that will blow the roof out there. Will say, you know what, we need to put this inside a Little Caesars Arena. So that's the type of entertainment I want to bring to us next year. I really want to turn up the entertainment and turn up the carnival games for the kids. I really want to make that bigger. All
right, so y'all hear him, right? So if you watching this show and you know somebody that can help to make the Michigan Week Parade grand next year, reach out. They need some help.
That's right.
So we want to make sure that we able to bring different resources and people back to the city. And so that's amazing what Parker Pride Foundation is doing, and what you are doing as far as part of the organization. So we have to go to a commercial break.
Okay.
But
Yes.
before we do, just could you, for those that may be watching now or later, just one, repeat the mission, and then two, a call to action to get people more involved with the foundation itself.
All right, cool. So once again, I'm gonna repeat the mission right from here. I want to make sure that I read it perfectly. Parker Pride Foundation is committed to restoring the mental, physical, and social well-being of Highland Park residents by creating meaningful community experiences, revitalizing historic traditions, and fostering environments where families, youth, and seniors can thrive together. Now, I am imploring anyone who is available, who feels excited as I do about Highland Park and where we come from, where we can go, to get involved in our Michigan Week Parade this week, and for the years to come. Just get involved, get back involved in the city in whatever way you can. We are here, we ain't going nowhere, and we love you guys, and we can use all the help we can get.
All right, you heard it. Hey, that was a good call to action. Yeah. So we are on the Highland Park Spotlight. I'm your host, Keisha B. I'm in the studio with Karan Wilkerson Sr., who is a dear friend, and I am excited to see where the rest of this conversation goes. But for right now, we have to take our first commercial break, and we will return right after this.
If you enjoy the music, the talk, and the vibe right here on WHPR, we need your support. Help us keep independent radio alive by sending a Cash App donation of whatever you can to $WHPR TV Radio. Every dollar makes a difference. That's $WHPR TV Radio. Support the station that supports you.
I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri. If you're behind on your property taxes, we have programs to help. You don't have to lose your house, and you don't have to pay all at once. This summer, our mobile unit will be visiting Wayne County communities to help make it easier to start a payment plan and keep your property. Go online or call to find the plan that's right for you and where you can get help from our mobile unit. The last thing I want is for anyone to lose their property to foreclosure. Make your payments every month and keep your property.
Your radio is now on TV. Your TV is now on radio. WHPR 88.1 FM can now be heard and seen worldwide. The same platform that hosts all of your favorite content now has WHPR TV and radio. Have your own radio or TV show on Roku with approximately 8 million homes. Debut your music video, clothing line, church ministry, plays, or products. A limited number of slots are available, so act now. For more information, visit RokuDetroit.com or call 313-868-6612. You heard about it. Now come be a part of it. Roku Detroit Worldwide. Approximately 8 million viewers. Have you ever wanted your own TV show? Have you dreamed of showcasing your talent for the world to see? Well, now you can. Have your own TV show. You can have your own 30-minute show. Not only will you be seen in the Detroit area, but you can be viewed worldwide. For more information, call 313-868-6612. Visit our studios and receive a free TV interview to promote your business, church, or organization by appointment only.
Feel good about your future with tuition-free programs at Wayne County Community College District. Whether you want to be in healthcare, computer science, the culinary arts, digital media, or robotics and automation for the next generation of vehicles, WCCCD has you covered. A full range of programs to achieve your goals, fit your schedule, and give you all the support you need to be successful. All of it tuition-free. Now there's something to feel good about. Register today at wcccd.edu.
Hey, what's up? This is Timmy Tim. I got all of Detroit on lock to bring you the best in late night entertainment. From music videos to artist interviews to concerts and special events. So you rappers, comedians, club promoters, small business owners want to be on Timmy Tim Live? Give us a call at 313-828-0848 or email me at timmytimlive@gmail.com.
313watkins.com. Streaming on Roku.
Welcome back to the Highland Park Spotlight. I'm your host, Keisha B, and I am sitting here with a dear friend, Karan Wilkerson Sr. that's in the building. Yeah. And if you are just now tuning in, you have missed the first half of this interview, and it's been so great. We got a chance to talk about his roots. We got a chance to talk about the work that he's doing through Rock Local. We got a chance to talk about his work with Parker Pride Foundation and the upcoming Michigan Week Parade that is this Saturday, May 16th from 12 to 4 p.m. They're going to have free food, free entertainment. They even giving away Forgotten Harvest is even on site in the morning, 9 o'clock?
9 o'clock.
At 9 o'clock. Giving away food for those who are in need. I might be in that line, so y'all don't say nothing, okay? But it has been such a great conversation, and I am super excited to continue the conversation because there's so much to who you are and the work that you've been doing here in the community. And I just want to know, just from your perspective, knowing everything that's going on in Highland Park,
yes, ma'am.
What do you see as the city's strengths that often get overlooked by in the broader narrative?
Yeah. So a couple of things to stand out to me. Our recreation department is phenomenal. In my
Talk
opinion.
about it. Shout out to Sue.
Shout out to Sue, man.
Sue Norander. Mm-hmm.
Our recreational department is phenomenal. For many different reasons. Not only are the recreation programs top notch, top tier, but the work she does for the seniors, the amount of energy she invests into the seniors. I was over there yesterday, and there was the seniors were just leaving from lunch, I believe it was. Yep. And the food smelled so good. Man, the food smelled so good. I'm like, man, what restaurant we in? But it's just a beautiful thing, and it's always active over there. When you go over there, it's always work being done. But what a lot of people don't know is that our parks are connected to our rec center. Mm-hmm. And so when you talk about the revitalization that's happening at the parks throughout the city, those things go through our rec center. And there's some beautiful things happening. Right behind our rec center, we have a little workout center where you can have an outdoor workout facility. That's remarkable. I use it. I go over there and I get my workout in. I go through the whole little
that set up over there.
They got, it's pretty cool. Over here at Alvin Casey Park, I went over there, and the basketball court is beautiful. They got a nice little outdoor workout area. It's just beautiful. It's nice. They got a little bike stand. I seen that somebody had posted on Facebook that they didn't realize that we had bike stands where you can repair your bikes and pump your tires up and everything. We got two of them. We have one at the rec center also. So those are that's one of the quiet beauties of our city. The Greenway coming through our city, that's going that's a beautiful thing. We are going through right now we're going through the crushing part, the pressing part, but what's about to be a diamond is having all of these new water lines.
Not you over here about to start preaching. I don't know if y'all caught that. he about to give you a word. I want y'all to understand.
Yeah, so man, it's things that's happening in our city that are quietly happening that you just have to have your eyes open to see. Even I'm gonna have to even give a shout out to the development that's happening. The houses that's being torn down. A house literally right next door to me just got torn down. It was an eyesore for me for years. And I've already started cutting the lot and just making it look nice. Now I can at least make it look nice on the block. I don't own it, but I can at least make what's next to me look nice.
Right.
So that being gone, and that was a full scale project. So I'm not the only person who benefited from a house being torn down next to him. So yes, man, beautiful things that I see. I see progress happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you hit on a lot. But no, seriously, like the rec center is fire because between all the what is it called? The different sports clinics and the free food for the kids and the food for the seniors
the
and
summer camps.
Oh
man.
And just what Sue is doing over there is quite
remarkable.
Amazing.
Now, what we're building for now, we got pickleball coming.
Oh yeah, because she had pickleball there
court.
Before, and now wait, it's a court coming.
Yeah, we got a pickleball court. So the reason why the parade isn't going to the Hackett Field this year is because development is happening. We're not going for a good reason. So that's why we're not going. It's development happening down there. So not only is the Greenway happening, we're getting a brand new baseball diamond, pickleball courts. So Highland Park is working, and sometimes people just may not know those things, but those things are happening.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So
awesome.
I'm looking forward to that, and that's why making the transition to go the opposite way was just hey, why not?
Yeah.
You got to move over for progress.
That's awesome. I had no idea that the pickleball court, new diamonds and everything was coming. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what changes or developments would you like to see happen in the city within the next, let's say, 5 to 10 years?
I would like for us to present ourselves as being the city of small businesses and open to development. I would like for us to work on the business development side of it and work with our community on the residential development side of things. So I'm more interested in trying to create long-term homeowners inside of our city so we can have a better tax base. So I understand that investors are able to come in and get more done faster in terms of like buying houses. But what I feel is that when someone is connected to the home that they live in the city, they take care of it a different way.
That's true.
And that's how I feel about my house. I just look at it different than an investor would look at taking care of it. I'm looking at the long term when I'm making investments into my house. I'm looking at the long term benefits of it. So if I'm updating my kitchen per se, or if I'm updating my bathroom, which overall increases the value of the home, which overall increases the value of the home next to you.
Yeah, the neighborhood.
It's
a domino effect.
And families. We need families here so that we can have a school system. Often I hear, I love our school system. I said that earlier. Like, our school system is Class A, and I would love to see our education system back with the same with the same type of teachers who care. And a new development of citizens that come from Highland Park that's like me, kids that grew up from Highland Park. So that's what I would like to see. But on the business side of things, I would really like to see maybe a couple of big business ventures, maybe a hospital, a nice size hospital. We got space.
Ooh,
we have
hospital is a good idea.
Yeah, we have space, and we have big buildings. And I went through a little test to see what made sense in Highland Park. And with these big businesses, those are not things that somebody can come into as a first-time business owner and develop. It's normally it take some type of system, somebody who is familiar with handling that type of space, to make those things. So that's one of the things that, and I would love to see maybe a museum, maybe a futuristic museum.
Ooh.
Here, something that speaks to the tradition and the history of Highland Park. We talked about earlier the Davidson being the first freeway, the Model T Plaza, Ford, our first car. Like, that rich history has to be told right here.
Yeah.
You know, I know we got what you call it, the Greenfield Museum. The Greenfield.
You talk about down in Dearborn?
Yeah, down in Dearborn.
Oh yeah, the Henry Ford Museum.
Henry Ford Museum, but I believe that it's a lot of that history that can be told from right here. The new age of technology, I can just envision just seeing just technology just displaying that holographic.
Oh yeah, you way futuristic.
Holographic displays of the Model T car, you know, and the assembly lines and what they look like and things like that. I don't think that technology-wise we far from that type of technology. So.
I mean, they use holograms in concerts.
Yeah,
they can.
yeah.
We can use it here.
Yeah,
I don't see why not.
Yep. So, I just see like a futuristic technology center being built here, and a Ford company or somebody like that being the leader of that charge. You know, and then most importantly, I would love we got Jalen Rose, who did a great school in Detroit.
Yeah.
We got LeBron James, who did a great school in Akron. I would love for an athlete or some athletes to get together and come and help develop a school here, a high school here.
Calling all athletes.
Calling all athletes.
All athletes.
I would love for, because it's hard without having the student base to develop a public school in a city that don't have enough students to fill it.
That's very true.
You know, so it's always what comes first, the chicken or the egg. We got to have a school, but we got to have people to fill the school. People say we got to have, in order to come to the city, one of the things they want to see is what the education system look like. So what comes first, the chicken or the egg? And so the way that I think that we can tackle both of those things is to potentially get a charter type school here, that will invite people from other communities also that could benefit from that school also, but be obviously centered in primarily towards Highland Park residents.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to tie that in, so how does an event like the parade fit into the larger work of rebuilding like civic pride and the community connection and the very things that you're talking about, including the investment piece, right? Because the parade is this massive thing. You have people coming from all over that's participating. How does that bridge those gaps to kind of create or start building on the platform for the ideas that you have?
Right. So in the social media world, they got a saying where they say content is king. Content is king, right? So the only way for the world, those athletes, anybody to know, is to put us on display. And one way to put us on display is in the grand fashion is through a parade. You capture content, you see, and you show the excitement that's potential that that the city has in terms of our potential, where we can go. You can show the pride that the citizens have in the city.
Yeah,
that is worth investing in. When you see all of us coalesce together, different organizations, different people just coming together from all walks, different sides, working together, that's something to get excited about. An investor, a resident, a future resident, anybody can get excited about seeing something like that when they see a community working and walking together.
Absolutely. I totally agree. And we don't have much time left. So we have about 10 minutes or so, 10, 15, somewhere around at 10, 12.
Okay.
So Okay. Because I have a lot of thoughts running through, because what you said was key, right? And then I just thought about a development.
No, look.
Because listen, I lived down in Georgia for a while. Before I came here, came back here, I was in Georgia, and there's this place called Ponce City Market.
Okay.
And it was my favorite place in the whole world.
Wow.
And it kind of reminds you of like Easter Market to a degree, because it has like the shed, but it's one huge building.
Okay.
And it was mixed use.
Gotcha.
So on one floor, it was all restaurants.
Okay.
Different restaurants that were there. On another floor, it was actual stores that you could shop.
Wow.
And so the first floor, the entry floor, it was all open. So the ceilings and everything was open, kind of like how Easter Market is. Okay. But you would walk through, and there's different clothing stores and stuff like that. And in the center, they had different kiosks that would sell you drinks or, food, or you can get your jacket, and had it stitched and everything right there. And then you would go take the elevator up, and it was right off the Beltway.
Wow.
And with the Joe Louis Greenway coming, I thought about that, like, somebody who want to do that. I want to take. It's my idea, but I'm willing to share. Let's work together. I have the vision. That's right. That's fire. But I think it's something that would be dope just to kind of have here in the city that can draw people from all over the world. Absolutely. And then at the top, at the rooftop. Oh, they had golfing. There was 2 bars. They had a slide. It was lit. Like and so the rooftop was open because they had putt-putt golf, and they had the little carnival games up there. But after a certain time, no kids was allowed up there. So it was all adults. Okay. And you got the skyline view because you on the top of the roof. It was a ball.
We right here on Woodward.
We right here on Woodward.
And you can see the skyline from right here on Woodward.
You can see the skyline. That's what I'm saying. Like, that would be so dope to have here.
That would be super dope.
I'm just throwing that out there. If anybody want to move on it, holla at me. But because we're kind of winding down, right? So what message do you have for younger residents and the next generation of Highland Park leaders who may be watching this interview?
Yep. So to the younger residents of Highland Park, what I would encourage you to do is to lean into what you feel. So that feeling that you have inside of you, that's Highland Park in you. That lean into that and show that pride in your city when you're inside your city and when you're outside your city. To my past residents of Highland Park, consider. I would just like for you to consider or reconsider coming back to Highland Park, or just telling somebody else why Highland Park might be a good place for them to come move and build a house. And to our residents that are still here, to our seniors, thank you. You have been the backbone for Highland Park. You've kept us structured. You get out there, you vote, you show up to the meetings, you are present, and we appreciate you.
That's dope. That was so heartfelt. It kind of touched my heart a little bit. But that was good. That was good. Because I wanted to do that because people, not everybody is going to be engaged, right? And sometimes to hear it from someone who's been here, who's been rooted, who's been grounded, who lives and breathes Highland Park, the message tends to come off a little better. Right. And considering all the work that you've done, the different things that you're trying to do, and your work with the youth. Yeah. Like, it's commendable.
Thank you.
And I want to give you an opportunity to talk about Rock Local. Okay. And your vision for Rock Local as well. And the call to the youth to participate in Rock Local.
All right, cool. So Rock Local Entertainment Cafe, again, it's a safe space for the youth, young people, young creators, young aspiring entrepreneurs, whatever it is that you desire or want to do in life. I think Rock Local is a space for you to come and kind of feel that out. And we are always there, welcoming with open arms. You'll have to get to know people, but that's a part of life. You'll have to network, you'll have to talk, but we will be open to you. If it's anything that you are have endeavors to do in terms of putting on an event or establishing an event or just talking about how to do it, a podcast, you may want to do a podcast or anything like that. Reach out to us. Not only can we provide you the opportunity, we can also give you guidance in terms of how to get those things done. But more importantly, this the most important thing, that it's about investing in you in terms of who you are as a person and just having a safe space to allow that to develop. We often, I think, find ourselves liking things that we see people next to us may be doing. That's why we have a lot of people who maybe do rap, but then once you get in that world, you realize, hey, I really, really like working on these books over here and trying to find a way to get this marketing thing going, because marketing is important. And some people find that they have different passions just by being exposed to the whole realm of things. So come out and just talk to us. My ultimate vision for Rock Local is it to be that, a relic. The acronym for Rock Local is RLEC, Rock Local Entertainment Cafe, and I always like to call that a relic. I just want to be a relic in the city where I know that plenty of people was able to come through there, get touched, and get loved on as they moved about their journey to go about their next space in life. That's about it.
Well. All right. So I'm going to end up turning it over to you again, because now I want, what do you want people to remember, right? Remember most about Saturday's parade and about the heart of Highland Park itself.
What I want people to remember most about the Saturday parade is that they could not wait to get involved next year. And what I mean by that is that they had such a good time that it was so grand that the excitement carries over to wanting to get involved next year. And that says it all. When we go to a restaurant, the one question that we ask, instead of did you like it, is would you get it again?
Yeah.
Would you get it again? So we want you to want to come back and do it again.
All right.
And you asked the second question.
The heart, what would you want people to remember as far as the heart of Highland Park itself?
What I want people to remember about the people in the heart of Highland Park is that we are a prideful group. No matter how you view Highland Park and no matter what side of Highland Park you're on, one thing that we all have in common is that we are a very, very prideful group. I want to take that pride. I want us to take that pride and use it for good. Use it to make us proud. Take that pride and use it to make us proud. Just use it for positive energy. That's my take for that.
Yeah, because there's one thing I love about Highland Park is the resilience, the camaraderie, and just seeing just how people here have just that positive outlook no matter what.
That's right.
Right? Despite all the different things that may happen, everybody still rallies and comes together and tries to do something in there, whether it's, you know, a group of people coming together to try and do something or individually, right? Now, granted, you may have a few bad apples. You're going to have that anywhere you go.
That's right.
There's always going to be somebody.
That's right.
And if that somebody is you, get in check, right? Because
positive
we have
energy
to,
only.
No, seriously, we have to evaluate ourselves sometimes.
That's right.
And self-evaluation is key and critical, because what are we spewing or what are we doing to be a negative influence on the things that we say that we care about? You know, so
Yes.
If we
yes.
actually care, what are
Man.
we doing to show that we care?
Yes.
And what are we saying? Because we have to understand and we have to be careful, because the things that we speak, you
That's
know,
right. Words got power.
they
Words
do
have power. Words
and
have power.
once we speak a thing, don't have me go preaching.
Can't.
You can't just take it back. You know, there's powers in the tongue,
That's
so you
right.
got to be careful
That's right.
about what you speak, and make sure that you're speaking positive, and that if you want to see something take place, take the initiative to start. Right. Don't wait for somebody else to do it, but
That's
just
right.
take the initiative, because that's exactly what you've done.
Absolutely.
And so I think that's really dope. I'm excited to see what Saturday is going to turn out to be. And before we cut out, because we got 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes now, I want you to, give people a way to get in contact with you.
Okay.
And,
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. So again, my name is Karan Teflon Wilkerson on Facebook. You can get in touch with me there. You can also
KORON.
Thank you for that. That's correct. KORON. Teflon Wilkerson, because like she said, there's two of us. And so me and my son, we have the same name, but you can separate us by our middle name. So Karan Teflon Wilkerson. On Instagram, I am 40 Shades of K. If you want to find me on Instagram, you can shoot me a DM. I'll definitely shoot you my number so we can text back and forth. If you want to get in touch with me and talk about anything that's of importance for Highland Park.
All right. So if you want to get in contact with him, you got to get him via social media, right? You got an email?
Absolutely. My email is Koron, KORON, Wilk, WILK @gmail.com.
All right. So make sure, if you want to kind of reach out to him in regards to Rock Local, whether it's Highland Park, Park of Pride, whether it's, wanting to just find out about the programming and the different things that he's doing within the community, please reach out to him. Again, that email was
KoronWilk @gmail.com. That's KORONWILK @gmail.com.
There it is. And so please get involved in the Highland Park Park of Pride, whether it's the organization, whether it's the parade, whether you start and do something on your own, just get involved within the city. We want to make sure that we beautify the city and we put Highland Park in a positive light, because it is overdue, right? We want to bring back just some of the beautification and just the history of Highland Park. And, also we got to think about the future, and we have to pull in innovative ideas and people that are willing to put in the work. So thank you for tuning in to the Highland Park Spotlight. I'm your host, Keisha B. I will see you next time. Thank you, Karan, for coming on again.
Thank
I
you for
appreciate
having me.
you.
I appreciate you.
Of course, anytime. And I will see you guys next time.
.313watkins.com. Streaming on Roku.